My whole family think I'm favoring my nephew. In reality, I'm the only one not neglecting him. My nephew's parents are divorcing, and in a fit of rage, his father blamed him for the divorce. He has been neglected for a lot of his life by his parents, but up until now, has actually been okay at dealing with it. He isn't admitting it because he's in the I'm too cool for emotions phase, but he genuinely believes that their divorce is his fault. His father told him he regrets having him as they had him in their teenage years. He makes a lot of self-deprecating comments and went from an extroverted kid to someone who doesn't even speak when spoken to. I also have a niece, and while I'm sure it's hard for her as well, her father isn't blaming her for the divorce and her mother isn't using her as emotional support and burdening her with the details of their problems like they are with my nephew. Well, I guess I just got tired of everything and wanted to cheer my nephew up. Coincidentally, my friend gave me exactly 2 tickets to the Blue Jays game for me and my boyfriend, but something came up for my boyfriend and so I decided to take my nephew instead. I told my sister beforehand, and when she asked me about my niece I told her that I'd take her out shopping or to see this movie she desperately wants to watch during the weekend, and she said it was fine. So I picked up my nephew, went to the game, and when we came home he was much happier than he's been recently. We had loads of fun even though I don't really know anything about baseball. He called me the best aunt ever and he has like 4 other aunts. I went in to say hi to my niece and sister and I do not know what happened, but my sister started yelling at me, saying that my niece has been crying the whole time because I'm making my favoritism very clear. I asked her what she was going on about, but she just told me to go talk to my niece. I did, and she told me that she's just jealous of how close we are and that it's okay if I like her brother more, but she's allowed to be sad. I told her that I love them both equally. And that I'm going to take her out with me during the weekend, but she insisted that it wasn't the same because it's not as expensive. My sister backed her up and they told my parents, and my mom is threatening to not invite me and my nephew to her wedding because there is nothing she despises more than favoritism.